Hello, my name is Matt, and this is a short diversion from coins to look at stamps. I have a collection that I traded for on March 7th, 2016 with a gentleman named Ed, whose brother's name was Louis, and the brother, Louis, had passed on, but he had been collecting stamps because he was a mail carrier, and he had been collecting, I believe, since 1949. So this is quite an amazing collection, and it just shows, I think, the value of staying organized, and that, most of the time your collection will not be passed on by you. Somebody else is going to deal with your collection, so it's good to stay organized. But Louis had put book number, which I'll show you the book. The latest book that he had, which came with it, was a 2002. And in this book, he marked every stamp that he had. So this showing the Iwo Jima book value of $1.75, and that was in his inventory. So basically 16 pages worth of records of every stamp he had. And then the last page showing, stamp value of $3.86. And then I believe book value it showed $1,600. Now, really, reality is closer to stamp value. So, I'd like to just flip through it, but again, make a note of his organization. So first I'll start with the book. Again, this is, I believe was fairly common back then, and probably still in edition, but it just shows every single stamp, current book value. I compare this to the Beckett for cards, or either the Red Book for coins. Now, I've made some additions to it. I have some coins. I don't really collect these, but when they come with stamps, I like to throw them in here. So I'll just flip through. And each stamp that he collected a set of 4. And he put them in each of these little envelopes. So I just decided to put them within this old photo album to keep them so you could actually see the artwork. And I'll flip through just casually. And then here again, I had this coin sheet, and the only reason I put it here was this stamp matched that stamp. And interestingly, since I was already in a photo album, this is kind of just a personal thing, but I found this photo in our family photos, which again, that's the image that's on the stamps. So I decided to throw that in there. I thought that was kind of cool. So we keep flipping. Again, we get to a coin sheet. And I'm going to flip forward. So again, a lot of people love stamps. It's kind of a dying trade. I really just like it for the history. I actually appreciate it even more since it was part of this mail carrier's life work. He did this while he was employed with the U.S. Mail. He was just buying everything that was new. He'd get a couple books or a couple sets of these stamps, and he just keep building a collection. So it just shows what being persistent can do. And what I promised to the brother when I collected it and traded for it, I said, I will take care of this collection. I have some young kids, and this is something I can pass on to them. Now, as we keep going, I do want to get into something that I think is neat. Again, this is my addition to it. I had some Walker $50 and some, first day covers, some bicentennial stuff, some medals.